Oscar BEVIS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here at the Matchroom Elite Boxing Gym with someone who's fairly elite himself, Mr. Felix Cash. How are you, sir?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. How about yourself, all right?
Yeah, all good, all good. Nice to get back to it, get the mic out, the camera out, and forget the Zoom computer stuff. I don't think we caught up with you over the sort of pandemic lockdown break. How were your last couple of months?
Yes, that's got obviously everyone been in lockdown, but obviously I've been back training now for about six weeks, I say. So like you say, I'm glad to be back and back training, back into a routine basically, because obviously we're used to training all the time, day in day out, and then you're stuck at home, not really doing that. So, and I'm sick as a pig really, because obviously it got locked down a week before my last fight. I was meant to fight on the 28th of March, and I was scheduled to fight Sorokin. So it was a big fight for me to step up to get up in the rankings, but it's one of them things, and we're here now. So Jason Welborn next.
And the stage of your career where you was at, you just had that fight with Jack. Everyone was sort of talking about your name, and it was about sort of capitalising on the momentum. To just have that sort of sucked away as well, it's a pain, isn't it? Yeah,
it was a pain. Listen, especially I've trained from New Year's Eve, after New Year's Eve. Had a couple of days. About the second of January, I got in the gym, and I've trained all that time. And a week before the 28th of March, we find out it was on lockdown, and then I done my last spar, and all my weight was down. I was ready to go, and then we went in lockdown. So it was an absolute nightmare. And like you say, I was wanting to capitalise, keep my name out there. Obviously, getting that win with Jack then, and just progressing and moving on. And it was a bit of a killer, yeah.
Well, the Sorokin fight was a bigger fight, and arguably, you like you said, one that would have got your name more up involved in the European world rankings. There'll be more attention on Fight Camp, I imagine. So the fact that you're headlining Fight Camp 3, Ted told me earlier, he's the guinea pig. He can do Fight Camp 1, he can try it out, and you can sort of let him, ask him to see what it's like. And then your Fight Camp 3, everything would have been sort of settled by then, and you can get stuck in.
Exactly. Listen, and like you say, I think it's all up in the air at the moment. No one really knows what's going to be actually happening. I don't think Matchroom really got the full grifts to it themselves really yet. So any hiccups or anything waiting about, I'll be prepared for, because Ted obviously let me know. So. So I'm looking forward now to getting in there. I've had a good hard camp, and I'm looking forward to going in there now. And like you say, a lot of people are going to be tuning in because we've been staffing boxing for so long, and a lot of people won't be there. So a lot of people will be tuning in and watching, and it's a great opportunity for me to put up a good performance on and raise my profile.
Jason's last two fights, he might have lost, but obviously Jarrett Hurd isn't just world level. He's an elite world level fighter. JJ Metcalf's no mug either. It is a tough fight. I mean, you'll be favourite in the fight, but it's definitely a tough fight.
Definitely a tough fight. I'm expecting him to come to fight, and like he normally always does. So it's going to be an entertainment fight. He's going to come to fight. It's going to be tough, and I'm expecting him a good hard fight. And I want a good fight anyway. I want a good fight. For everyone watching back at home, putting on a good show. It's going to be a good fight. But I believe that I'm going to come out victorious.
Put my boxing analysis head on, because he's fought a bit of super welter. Is it going to be like bully tactics, do you reckon?
We'll have to wait and see on the night. Listen, super middleweight, he also boxed a middleweight too, and he won a British middleweight title too. So he's been up and down, and he's done that both ways. So listen, we'll see what happens in the night. We'll see how strong he is on the night, and we'll see how strong I am on the night. And listen, someone's going to go.
And obviously, I was looking at the box rankings earlier, and I know it's not the official world governing body rankings, but it said you were 27th in the world now. And for someone who's only had 12 fights and not really had like your high profile fight like the Sorokin one would have been, I mean, these next couple of years for you can imagine you're aiming to get towards that world level pretty quickly. Yeah, definitely. The next 3 or 4 fights, as long as everything goes to plan, boxing's a funny sport. But listen, I believe I'm going to do a decent job on Welborn, and move on from there. And I just want to keep stepping up and harder fights and get my name out there. I'm 27 now. I'm in the prime of my life, and it's time now for me to be left off the leash, as you say, and take on all comers and take them all out. Because would it be fair to say you're like that middleman? Like if you look above you, there'll be Liam Williams, Chris Eubank Jr., Liam Smith, guys who are in and around sort of world title level and looking for world title shots and stuff. And then below you, there's guys that you may feel you're above, so you're sort of at the moment in between, like perhaps European level.
I've got to have the breakout fight. I've got to do a job in there, and hopefully, I just need to get myself in the top 10 of the world about nation, and I'm there whereabouts, and anything can happen from there. When you're up there, and if you don't get a world title fight, you're going to get another big name, a big fight, and and that's what it's all about. That's what boxing's all about.
Well, I know the European champion is someone who fought on one of Eddie's Matchroom Italy cards, so maybe you can have him after.
Yeah.
John and Canelo. I mean, it's just so good at just walking into the gym, just seeing John's smile on his face. I remember I come here just after Christmas, and obviously a couple of months after the whole Smith debacle, and yeah, he just looks like he was training for training's sake. But now he's got something to train for. You're on fight camp, Ted's on fight camp. The gym's just like in one of the best places.
Yeah, the gym's buzzing at the moment. You know, it's got quite. John's on it, like you say. Ted's on it. I'm on it. You know, and then now John's back in the gym, more pushing each other and training and everything like that. Listen, John won that fight with Callum Smith. I believe he won, and you know, I believe in the last 2 rounds he bullied Callum. So you know, he should be world champion right now. I believe anyway. He should be world champion, John, and he deserves his shot. And he, you know, hope to God the fight comes off and he gets the fight he deserves.
I dread to think how you boys will be if you can travel over there supporting John for the fight.
No. Listen, if we can get over there, I'll definitely be there 1,000,000,000%.
Sims boys tearing up Vegas. How does he beat Canelo though? Because obviously you want to go in there, you want to compete, but we saw it with Rocky Fielding. You don't want to go over there and feel like you're at that level and then sort of fold quite early on. You want to compete, so how does John do that?
Listen, he's done it with Callum Smith, didn't he? He rose to occasion with Callum Smith. You know, Callum, everyone's saying Callum's, you know, he's the only one that can really go and trouble Canelo, and he was so big, and he was taking everyone out, and John went in there and in the end really won the fight, you know. So, you know, John's one tough cookie, John. You'd have to hit him with a sledgehammer, I think, to take him out. So, listen, it would be. I think he'd put a good account of himself. Listen, it's obviously a big task, but anything can happen in boxing. And listen, you got to be in it to win it.
And just finally, for the punters at home, where should they put their money on you beating Jason? I'm going to say you beating Jason. I'm obviously non-biased here, but I can't imagine you're going to tell me to put their money on Jason beating you. So how would you beat Jason?
Listen, I expect a good half fight for, you know, 5-6 rounds, and I'll get him out late.